EA Sports. It's in the game.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We're in sunny Orlando, Florida at the house that Arnold built, Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities today?
Par 5s are certainly gettable at Bay Hill. You have to, really, because the par 3s are very, very difficult. That's really the go-to. The standard of the greens, though, in Florida are always good. Bay Hill, they run normally at a good speed, so you can certainly make a few putts. But, yeah, par 5s are the place to make your score at Bay Hill.
Good-looking shot right here. On the green. And a chance for birdie here on the first hole. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Back to the action here at the second. It's a par 3 demanding hole, Frank, isn't it?
Longest par 3 on the golf course. Slightly downhill, but you need every advantage here. It requires your best. Surely not.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Now to the par 4 third, 434 yards and plenty of trouble on that left side.
One of the hardest tee shots on the front side. Water very much in play down the left.
Good contact, good result. Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A third straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Fourth hole is the first par 5 on the golf course, Frank.
Very scoreable. 2 bunkers down the left, the first of which takes 330 yards to get it past that.
Definite birdie hole, maybe even a chance for Eagle to really jumpstart the round. Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Had the club face open just a bit at impact, and that one moves considerably to the right of the flagstick. That was not a very good read right there. So a tester from 4 feet. Good work right there, now to 6 under. Frank, the 6th is a big, brawny par 5, and it can be scary as well with all of that water.
And if you're a history buff, you'll remember in 1998, John Daly made 18. Beat that? Well, you're a little better than John.
What's wrong with 18? If you break it down, Frank, that's actually 3 pars and an eagle. By my math, that's pretty good work.
but you've got 17 other holes to play.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
He'll take that one all day long. Very solid, about 15 feet away.
It's no snack, though.
Frank, that looked good to me. So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie. Locked in on the read and speed. He really has it going now. Back-to-back birdies. Moving on now, Frank, we're at the par 3 7th hole. What's the challenge here?
Really, the high ball hitters have an advantage here. Just try and carry it in the middle of the green.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Yeah, this would be nice, Frank. I mean, you talk about jump-starting around. If he were to make another birdie, he really had it going in the right direction.
You can sort of feel it too. People around there know. I've seen the birdies to this point.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally, a nice little draw off the tee. The hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left, and yet the green goes the other way.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
And it makes the green in regulation. Good chance here. This is just a prolific display. That is a 7th birdie on the round. Setting up to start the back 9 here. And if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
Frank, 440-yard par 4 11th. You see that number on the card, you think driver. Maybe not? Why?
Yeah, it's imperative you hit the fairway here, Rich. Water obviously in play left, 2 bunkers on the right. This is a second shot hole.
How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck. Well, he's taking the right side out of play, Rich. It looks a little left.
Coming out of the rough, not able to control it the way he wants. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
Continues to putt beautifully. Frank, 574-yard par 5. Scoring opportunity here?
The breeze behind, once again, a reachable par 5. The hardest thing about this hole really is the green. It's raised up a little bit, slopes off on either side. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
Getting set now over the putt. 11 under on the day. At the par 4 13th now. Frank, what's the key here?
Really avoid those 3 bunkers, Rich. You don't want a fairway bunker shot over water for your second shot.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way,
Exactly.
Rich. Really did.
Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Right now to the 14th of par 3, and how difficult is this hole?
Once again, very narrow entry into the green, so ideally you want to fly the ball a little higher than normal, make it soft, make it land a little softer.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace, might have a chance.
This is an 11-foot putt. Dropping a shot here late in the round, Frank, with that bogey at the 14th. This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey. In for a bogey. Frank, deep in the round at the 15th, you need to maybe make something happen. How difficult is that with such a huge dog leg here?
Once again, make sure you know the distance to carry the bunker or run out. You've got to play to your strength.
Too short eagle attempt on the way. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Knocking down all the shots today now, 13 under. We've seen guys through the years below the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. It's sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but a 3 brings 7 into play.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
That one came right off the center of the club face. Another good shot about 10 feet away. Frank, it's one thing to jumpstart your round. This would ignite the round.
Yeah, you don't normally see 2 par 5s back-to-back, so the chances of having consecutive eagles is so rare.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. A good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
And consequently, a very solid round. Continuing with that kind of play can certainly put you in the winner's seat.